let me tell you about
Oh.
the novel Dangerous Liaisons by Pierre Choderlos de Laclos.
Oh, here's someone who knows how to powder the tips of his wig. That shit looks good.
So the novel was published in 1782. This man, Monsieur de Laclos, sorry if I'm mispronouncing.
Oh, God, you're not sorry.
He was considered, there was a time when he was considered as scandalous a figure as the Marquis de Sade,
No.
a practitioner of the libertine philosophy.
Have sex if you want to?
Have sex, morals don't exist. Do whatever you fucking want.
Wait, but morals just don't exist in the sexual nature, not like let's also kill people.
Maybe. It's where the
Have
word
sex with whoever you want to, like child situation, bestiality. Where we're going with this?
I mean, that was probably part of it. No,
That's
it was
upsetting.
I know it was a counter to the propriety of polite society, but that's where the word sadism comes from, is Marquis de Sade, S-A-D-E. And there was this movement. It was a literary and philosophical movement, libertinism. But this man published this novel, Dangerous Liaisons, in 1782. And this is, historians look back on it now, and I haven't read this book. This all just comes from what I read about the book.
Okay.
This is published a full 7 years before the French Revolution. But when you look back, you're like, oh, it's all there. Everything that the revolution was trying to tear down is in this novel. And people like the Queen, Marie Antoinette, was a big fan of the novel, not knowing that it was a criticism of people like her and the way that the French aristocracy was amoral and amorous, would fuck anyone they wanted and destroy the lives of whoever they wanted.
They fuck cake.
Yeah, that's what she said. And it's an epistolary novel, so it is just letters written by characters to each other.
Ooh.
And that's why, like, even in Cruel Intentions, there's a lot of love letters being written. It's like they couldn't get rid of that element of it.
Right, because emails for nerds and geeks and whatever.
And pedos.
Geeks and pedos.
And so that's kind of interesting that, like, these you read the novel and you read the letters that the characters are writing to each other, and you're supposed to understand what this character is saying is not true, and what this character is saying is maybe different from what they're saying to somebody else. So you kind of have to be a little detective.
Oh.
And that's the novel. And it gets turned into many different stage productions, ballets, films, but the most famous adaptation
My.
first was a stage production in 1985 in London featuring Alan Rickman as the male lead.
Oh.
And then that play was turned into a movie in 1989, Dangerous Liaisons.
Is that Glenn Close?
So Glenn Close is the Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Okay.
John Malkovich is Ryan Philippe.
Oh, that's John Malkovich.
Uma Thurman is Selma Blair. Michelle Pfeiffer is Reese Witherspoon. And Keanu Reeves is Sean Patrick Thomas.
That is wild.
The music teacher.
That is something.
So I had never seen Dangerous Liaisons. I'd wanted to see it for a long time just because I've heard it's like the most John Malkovich-y movie.
Okay, but wait, how old are these people supposed to be?
Glenn Close was 43 at the time.
Right, but they're not, this is not the high school
No, these are not
version.
teenagers. No, the spin was, let's take these aristocrats and put them in high school, because high school is kind of just like the old aristocracy. But like Glenn Close is a little older. Michelle Pfeiffer's supposed to be a young ingenue, and Uma Thurman's super young.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a fun movie. I give it 3.5 stars.
Oh.
Check it out if you haven't. And it's a
it's
a sexier movie than Cruel Intentions. But
with John Malkovich? I guess I haven't seen.
You haven't seen enough Malkovich. He's a sexy man. And Glenn Close.
Really?
In this movie, yes.
Okay, that's the heaving bosom.
It was the freckles on the face, actually.
Oh, you slut.
But what was weird is I watched these movies on back-to-back nights, and then watch Dangerous Liaisons Saturday night, Cruel Intentions Sunday night, and they follow beat for beat each other. The same stuff happens in both movies. Like I thought, okay, Cruel Intentions will be a loose adaptation. Nope, scene for scene, basically.
I hate to make you Google something, so how much you hate it, but can you please look up Dangerous Minds for me?
That's the Michelle Pfeiffer movie where she teaches.
I know what it is. I want to see the logo. Okay. All right. I've seen Dangerous written this way, and it just happens to be Michelle Pfeiffer. I didn't mean anything, but I've seen, it's the Dare logo. Is that what I'm thinking of?
Are you thinking of Michael Jackson's Dangerous?
Maybe.
Let's look that up.
Let's look that up. Here we go. No. So clearly I'm not.
No, but I think the bad logo is.
Oh, right. No, it's not that. No. I'm telling you, I think it's the Dare program.
No, the Dare program.
Oh wait, maybe it's Teen Wolf. It's that. It's Teen Wolf. This is a great game for the listeners. I win. It's
Look,
fine.
there you go. No, that looks right.
Yeah, I just thought it also had black font underneath, which is really where I was going with there. It's fine. It's probably this. It feels like this. Teen Wolf's one of my movies.
It is? Mm-hmm. I'll add it to the spreadsheet.
Okay, thank you.
I did see it one time in college because Bill Simmons talked about it all the time, and I was an annoying Bill Simmons fan.
Was it like how he referenced how he surfed on the car? I feel like that's always the reason people bring this up.
Oh, no, it just, I remember he talked about how ugly Michael J. Fox's friend Boof was.
Oh, I don't remember.
And no, it's just one of his, he's seen 10 movies, so he works.
It's like your dad.
References, yes.
Yeah. Linda.
Karate Kid is another one. All right. Roger Kumble is the writer-director of Cruel Intentions, and he was 33 when he made the movie. He was a working playwright in New York and a screenwriter. His previous screen credits include National Lampoon's Senior Trip as a writer.
He's young.
Cruel Intentions was his feature film directorial debut. He would go on to direct movies such as The Sweetest Thing. That's a load-bearing bean, right?
It is. He gets me.
College Road Trip, Furry Vengeance, and now he makes weepy straight to Netflix romance movies that I've never heard of, like After We Collided and Beautiful Disaster.
I feel like I've heard of that.
The Cruel Intentions Blu-ray comes with After We Collided on it. I was like, what the fuck movie is this? But so there's an Entertainment Weekly oral history of Cruel Intentions that came out in 2019, 20th anniversary. And he said that he was watching the movie Welcome to the Dollhouse. Yes. Previous episode, Welcome to the Dollhouse from Todd Salons. Check out that movie. Check out that episode where I tell my story of going to Disney World and being miserable. Oh. And he said, I would like to make a dark comedy centered on young people like this movie. So he turned to the novel Dangerous Liaisons. I'm going to update it. Sexy Manhattan Teens. And I'm going to call it Cruel Inventions. The movie was made for $11 million, a pretty small budget that I think it looks really good.
Looks really good. The location they picked was perfect. It's
impressive how they're able to spend $11 million and get that much New York in it. And how do you simulate this wealthy upper crust world if you don't have actual money?
Real people's houses, right? Like just people they knew?
I guess so.
They only needed 2 houses to make this work. The third one you can fake. And then it's just New York. You're just walking around New York.
Yeah, but that's hard to get a New York street, get like by Central Park and stuff.
Okay. What if you live in the park, Matt? Look at her stupid face. I just don't like her.
Who don't you like?
Oh, Sarah Michelle Gellar. I really like her in this movie, and I think that's because I'm supposed to not like her. There's just, I want to.
You say this all the time. What do you mean you're not supposed to like her?
Oh, well, wait. I love how evil she is, and I think that she's very good looking, so I like watching this character. When she plays a goody type, there's something so good about her look in general. It's too sweet. It's I can't stomach it. I don't buy her sass. But when she's evil and when it's dialed up, that's why I like this performance. I'm trying to think of other examples. I mean, is she in I Know What You Did Last Summer? Is that hers?
Yeah, and she's in Scream 2. She's in the Scooby-Doo movies. She's in I've never watched Buffy, the TV show.
I like her scared. I don't mind Know What You Did Last Summer, but I just know I've seen her in things where I'm just like, it's over. She annoys the fuck out of me. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't like her, but she's too sweet.
Oh, I think she's capital G great in this movie.
Yes.
She is the reason the movie works, in addition to the way it's directed. But she's my favorite thing by far in the movie. Deliciously evil character.
Agreed.
She got her start in soap operas on All My Children. Buffy the Vampire Slayer had started in 1997. So by this time, she's firmly established as a TV star. And her team did not want her to do this movie. They said it would be bad for your image. And she said, that's the point.
Oh, excuse me. Names.
Ryan Philippe had also gotten his start in soap operas.
And then they really dated in real life, huh? Ryan and Reese. I'm sorry.
Ryan Philippe had also gotten his start in soap operas. This is a very soapy movie.
Yes.
He was on One Life to Live in the early 90s. He starred in I Know What You Did Last Summer with Sarah Michelle Gellar. In the oral history, Gellar says that them having known each other for a long time is why she was comfortable doing all the sexy, steamy scenes with him.
Okay.
I bet it would be very, very uncomfortable to say to a stranger, you can fuck me in my butthole if you want to.
It's more the grinding parts. I think I could probably say most things. Doing is different.
I agree. Yes, you're right.
Okay.
And Reese Witherspoon, 22 years old at the time. Her breakthrough was probably Fear in 1996 with Mark Wahlberg. Pleasantville was the year before. But between Cruel Intentions and Election in 1999, she basically becomes an A-lister and then goes on to win an Oscar and is now this annoying Oprah-esque billionaire who has bad opinions.
Oh.
AI's here to stay, y'all. Let's make friends with it.
Okay.
Reese Witherspoon did not want to do this role. She thought it was too one-note. The character's too subservient, too easily manipulated by this pretty man. And Roger Kumble says she's basically an uncredited writer on the movie. She really helped me develop this character.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It would have been boring without some of the pushback that the character is able to give to him.
Reese Witherspoon's movie power, her power as a producer is great. She's a great producer. She's, she produced Gone Girl she bought the rights to Gone Girl, intending to play the character herself, and then hired David Fincher. And David Fincher's like, number one, you're not playing the character. But in that way, I really like her, and she's a great actress who I love. It's just she says annoying stuff.
Okay, I did not know that. I love when you ruin things for me.
And after the movie,
who is that fucking nerd? Sorry, he's got posters up on the thing again. Sorry.
Fox greenlit a TV show that's going to be a spinoff of the movie, or not a spinoff, a prequel series, Manchester Prep, featuring younger versions of Catherine and Sebastian. And but the series was not picked up, so they took the 2-part pilot and edited it into a straight-to-video movie called Cruel Intentions 2. In this, Sarah Michelle Gellar, the character she plays, is played by a very young Amy Adams.
Oh.
And then there was another straight-to-video movie, Cruel Intentions 3, that has none of the characters. It's just like, my cousin Catherine on Long Island did some evil stuff.
Let's do it again.
Kind of like Grease, too. Your cousin Sandy told me you come over from England.
Right. Got it.
Roger Kumble in 2015 helped develop a stage musical that is still running. And Sarah Michelle Gellar does the in theater audio message, like, please silence your cell phone.
Oh, okay. I was like, she goes there every night to do what?
So that's the history of Cruel Intentions. Looking forward to talking about this goofy movie, but not an extremely goofy.
No.